Mr. Governor, please proceed.
Good afternoon. The task ahead of us is daunting. We have no time to waste. At the beginning of today's session, each of you should have received a copy of our policy agenda. It is bold, aggressive, and comprehensive. It is both very necessary and very doable. In our agenda, each of you will probably see some things you don't like. But each of you will certainly see many things that you like a lot. We must also help those workers who are barely getting by raising the minimum wage. Our economic growth and jobs package increases the minimum wage to $10 an hour over the next 7 years. Our agenda must be about empowerment, about empowering the people of Illinois to control their futures. Empowerment means giving local voters the ability to control the collective bargaining issues in their local governments and take more responsibility for their employees' benefits. Empowerment means giving local government employees the ability to decide for themselves whether they want to join a union. We must also empower voters to decide for themselves whether they want their communities to become employee empowerment zones. These zones will give employees the freedom to choose whether or not they want to join a union. Local communities, local voters deserve this option so that they can compete with other states and other nations for new businesses and new investment. It will allow us to begin reforming our out-of-date tax code. We have an antiquated tax system whose base is too narrow, and that makes us uncompetitive. Let's work together to enact competitive 21st century tax system for a 21st century economy. At the start of this session, you received a summary of certain past conflicts of interest in Illinois state government. We must eliminate this sort of political dealing. Government unions should not be allowed to influence the public officials they are lobbying and sitting across the bargaining table from through campaign donations and expenditures. While we currently ban contributions from many businesses with state contracts, some of the largest recipients of taxpayer money, like hospitals that receive millions from Medicaid, are still able to funnel huge campaign donations to elected officials. Let's close the special interest loopholes by extending the prohibition on political contributions for businesses with state contracts to all organizations with a state collective bargaining agreement and organizations funded by entities receiving state Medicaid funds.